Hello everybody again, and welcome to part 2 of the 4-part tutorial series thing, whatever you want to call it. And now, I'll be teaching you in this episode how to match your orbit with the moon and then actually go to the moon. So you want to go to the, hit M to go to your map, or this to your map. Go to the moon, set it as a target, and you'll see these two things show up. Your ascending node and your descending node. Which means, oh, I actually did good while getting into orbit. I didn't realize that. Okay, what this means is how many degrees away your orbit is compared to the orbit you're targeting. So we're actually 0.1 degrees off, which, I mean, isn't too bad. But what you want to do is, this is your ascending node, so you want to actually face south. Because it's ascending, that means this is when the orbit starts to go up. Now, to just face downwards, you just want to point, face downwards, you want to point at 180 degrees to the horizon. So now we're at 180 degrees, and that now you see that we're pointing down towards south. Now you just want to fast forward by hitting the dots, the period key, which is actually very helpful. This actually makes you time warp, and then the comma key brings the time warp down, which is very helpful. I didn't do that when I played KSP, and that was really annoying. And now you just want to get close as possible, and then just slow down. And when you're close, you just want to burn, and then this will turn 0, and then when it starts flipping back, then you can just stop. And it'll be 0.0 degrees, and that's good. So, but if you're if you're opposite and you're descending, then what you want to do is face north at 360 degrees or 0 degrees, whichever one shows up, because sometimes it doesn't, towards the horizon. Always remember towards the horizon, because that's helpful. Like that. And that's it. Now I'll be teaching you how to get to the moon. Now, you want to start trying to point prograde if you're close to it. As you're orbiting, then, I mean, you're tilted, you're set on one position, so as you orbit, you'll be switching from prograde to retrograde every so often orbit. Now, you just want to time warp, and this is very helpful. This is how much everyone gets to the moon, if you've played KSP long enough. What you want to do is, there I go again, saying I need to stop that. Points towards the horizon, like always, or your prograde marker. Then wait for the moon to just come above the horizon. So just right there. You want to, if you want to, you hit F5 to save. Then you just start burning prograde at a 90-degree heading. Don't forget that, 90 degrees to keep your orbit the same. Now you just want to keep burning until you get to your orbit fast enough. Now, I don't know if we have enough fuel to do the transfer burn, probably not. But then, if you see this just stop for some reason, that means you're out of fuel, obviously, and you need to switch staging if you set that up correctly. Yep, see right there. Of course. That's fine. Then, attach. Whee! Now we're using our lifting stage to get into orbit. Yay! Or get to an orbit with the moon. I mean, that's not so bad as long as you have enough fuel, which I know I do because I've done this before. In my last video, I even messed up. But in I always do a test video. Or not a test video, but I do a test. Just to make sure that I have enough fuel to do what I want and not mess up. Because that's, sometimes awkward. Alright, now when you get close, you can see those things coming up. It says, it has 2 points. One, it shows your closest approach. Which that means is, once you get to the point where it shows where you would be, the closest point where your object you're pointing to will be, or not pointing to, set as a target will be. Now, that kind of skipped because I went too fast, but now this actually shows you'll have an encounter. When you get this point, 5 hours, 49 minutes, X amount of seconds, then you will encounter the moon, and you will be in its sphere of influence. Now, what I usually do is, when I want to get into an orbit with the moon, I usually do 50,000 meters, that's just me. Okay, 41, whatever. Now, if you kept going, its body, because it's big, it'll actually kick you out of, you'll just keep going and go into this orbit. So if you want to go into a really big orbit, then, I mean, if you want to use a moon, it doesn't really matter. But, I guess it's helpful. Now you just want to keep burning. Okay, we still have our 0.0 degrees. Now we say goodbye to Kerbin. Oh, we have Bill with us today. Say hi to Bill. I didn't realize that in part 1, but now you know. Alright, now the moon's coming up. And I don't know if anyone else has a problem with the new point 2 after it came out, but as soon as you come into an encounter with the moon, or anything else, it always freezes for like a second or so. Like, it'll be like, freeze. And then it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, I mean, it used to not do that. It used to just keep going. But now it just does that. Now you just want to time warp. Make sure you don't time warp too fast, because as you get closer, you'll end up speeding up, and then you'll go flying past your apoapsis, which is, you know, not good. Alright, now you just want to point retrograde as you get towards your apoapsis, and then just burn. And I think it's like 550 degrees. Just keep burning until you slow down enough. Until this gets kicked, and then bang, that means you're in orbit with the moon. Congratulations. You won a cookie. Now, just keep burning, then... I mean, I'm not going to do a perfect orbit, but I'll do it close enough. Oh, this keeps going down. Alright. Time warp to it. La la la. Alright, that's good enough. 40,000, 39,000. Perfect orbit! Now, I think that's it. Yeah, I was just teaching you how to get into orbit with the moon. Now, this is end of part 2. I'm releasing this Sunday. Once again, I don't know why I'm saying this at the end. You'll obviously find out because I told you in part 1. Releasing this Sunday. Then, Friday... Is it Friday? No, I'm releasing this Friday, not Sunday. I'm releasing this Friday. Then, next Sunday, a week from now, because I'm recording on Sunday, next Sunday, I will be releasing part 3. Which will, God, I keep saying, I need to stop that. Which, Sunday, I will be releasing part 3, which will teach you how to deorbit and land on the moon safely. Oh, wait! No, yeah, part 2. That's when I'm doing that. I was wondering, I was like, wait, am I doing this now? No. Which, 7 minutes, that's actually less than another video. Which, thank you for watching, and I'll see you Sunday, for part 3.